3 years ago, working at Star Fitness Gym in the Bronx, and it's no longer there. They closed it down. I used to wipe the benches and stuff, right? But I used to use the chemical from the location, from the place. And I caught a flesh-eating bacteria from the equipment. It started as like a red dot around my waist, like a red, like a red spot. And it kind of, it used to itch, like a little itch. I used to scratch and everything. And whatever I did, it wasn't helping. And it started getting bigger. So I went to my doctors. They told me that was just a rash. And they gave me antibiotics. So the antibiotic kind of helped a little. It used to go away and come back again. But every time it came back, it was worse. And I started growing like a little lump, where almost like an opening, and pus started coming out of it. And it smelled like dead flesh. So I got worried, and I went to another doctor, and the same thing. They told me to keep it clean, and they gave me antibiotics. At one point, antibiotics wasn't doing nothing. So I did a little research. I was getting those medical soap, the sun, doctor use when they do surgery or whatever. And I used to keep the area clean. And I grew up like a ulcer, a big one too, with an opening. And I used to squeeze it, pus come out of it, and it smelled bad. Like I used to be a cop, and I know how dead flesh smells like. So now this thing is getting too big. And I moved to Florida and didn't want to go away, even though I tried to keep it clean and everything. I went to another doctor over here. They told me the same thing. He gave me antibiotics. At one point, the antibiotics wasn't doing nothing. So now I'm getting worried. So I went to the dermatologist, the skin doctor, I can pronounce it, over here in Florida, a specialist. And when she saw it, she was in shock. And I told her all the stuff that I was doing with all the doctors. She said, no. So she gave me some ointments, and she gave me antibiotics. And she recommended to see another doctor, another specialist. And he says, nah, we gotta remove this. He cannot guarantee me it's gonna go away because the bacteria is in my system already. But he says, let's remove it with surgery. He said, he noticed that I keep it clean and it's not that big. So I said, okay. And he told me there's people, get this thing becoming a common thing with people who go to the gym. They're getting this bacteria from the machines because they don't wipe it down. And those liquid they give in the gym are not, they watered down with water. So they're not that strong. So I buy my own stuff. I buy the Clorox wipes, the Cloro ones, and I wipe the machine down. And I usually go with my friend to work out. He always asks me why I do that, because why I waste so much, why I wipe down the machine with this very condensed wipes. I said, because they got bacteria. Look what. And I tried to explain to him. He kind of I guess he doesn't believe me when I tell him things. No, he does, but I don't think he didn't thought. And, he went with me the day for the surgery. Thank God he always there for me. So, and the doctor was explaining to me and to him, the bacteria, you get it from dirty equipment. And he says he sees it more now than before. He says a real common thing now with people going to the gym. Not too many people go to the gym are very clean people. And some of them are very sick, and they carry bacteria in their body. And that bacteria that has very highly contagious. And he noticed too that I kept in one place because he said usually that, spreads around your body. But because I kept it clean and, I used the antibacterial soap they use in the hospitals and stuff. It's a little costly, but I got it through Amazon. It's $7 a bar. So I I've been using that since. I use that soap and it's worked great. So he said the surgery was a success. They removed the infected area. He can guarantee me, if you know that I'm gonna show you. That's the surgery part. A big chunk of skin they took away off of me. He said the bacteria is in my system, and it's very hard to destroy. He said a lot of antibiotics doesn't do nothing to it. And he tells me usually when they do surgery and, keep it clean, eat healthy, drink vitamins, keeps it dormant. But he said it may come back again, it may not. It's a chance of taking. But I'm a person, I'm a, what you call those healthy nut kind of guys. There's always drinking vitamins, and look what I do. The chocolate thing with my coffee, supposed to be good for your. So I'm doing all that always, and I lose a lot of weight. I like to work out. So I just want to tell you guys who goes to the gym, make sure you wipe your machine, bring your own stuff. Don't use the gym stuff. Don't be lazy. Trust me, he's telling me he's been seeing this more often now that, going to the gym is a thing now. So I get this. I got the Lysol this time. I usually use the Clorox one, the Lysol. These things are good. I take this with me. And a lot of people look at me like I'm crazy, I'm using my own stuff instead of using the gym one. This stuff's good. I wipe it down and everything. So I recommend you guys to start bringing your stuff over and wipe those machines. Look what happened to me. I'm gonna show you again. Look at this. A freaking flesh-eating bacteria from this freaking machine, from the freaking tables and the benches stuff in the gym. I like working out. A lot of you guys like working out, but there's a lot of people, they look pretty, but they're not very clean. And some of those people are from different countries, and they bring these bacteria on their body or on their system, on their sweat, that we never had in this country. So when people sweat on the bench, those bacteria stays in those and they sweat in those benches. And I noticed the liquid, the spray liquid they give you in the gym, it's not strong enough. They water those things down. I had a friend that worked with the gym. He tells me the same thing, that to save money, they water it down with water. So I want you to use me as a sample of something you don't want to have in your body and your system. It's in my system. And I noticed 2 years ago, I did a blood test through my doctor, and he noticed I found a bacteria in my blood. And it's funny, I asked him, what bacteria was that? He didn't say much to me. He kind of changed the conversation. He started telling me about something else. He didn't even bother explaining to me about the bacteria they found in my blood. And I think it's that the bacteria that I caught working out in the gym and start fitting the gym in the Bronx. So I think that was the bacteria. And I think that's the bacteria because the doctor said it stays in it's in my body already. It's in my system, it's in my blood. So I just want to say, the surgery wasn't bad. I don't got no pain. The only thing is I got to stay off maybe a month without working out. With my eye, I did surgery in my eyes. It's been almost 2 months I've been off, doing, I work out in the gym, and I freaking hate it because I'm getting smaller. I like looking strong. Especially when you get to my age. I love losing weight and stuff, so it's crazy, man. Gotta be careful. There's a lot of alien bacteria out there, and people are getting this from working out in the machines in the gym. I recommend you get you the Lysol, the Clorox wipes, and wipe it down. Bring it yourself, buy it yourself, because when you're buying good quality cleaning solution, Don't go by the ones in the gym. They suck. I don't know how to. I can't stress it. I can't express. I can't stress it so much. So don't, And it's the worst thing is you standing. I'm standing, thinking of trying to pee, and it smells like it was smelling like dead flesh, real nasty. You can imagine I'm with a female, and she smells my skin and smells like fucking dead flesh. That's disgusting. That's one of the reason why I was staying away from dating, because I felt embarrassed. But these doctors over here, they don't give you shit. Only antibiotic. It took me from leave New York, move to Florida to get me a good doctor to recommend me another specialist for them to do the right thing. So they remove a lot of skin, and he says it wasn't bad. It was no good, but he says I kept it in one location. So far, let's see if I can keep it dormant. Cause it's crazy, man. That shit just throw pus and everything. Smell bad. But anyway, I just want to say that, guys, enjoy your day. Like I said, I'm eating my protein for my workout, and I hope this video shed a light on how to keep safe and healthy from these dirty machines on the gym. Peace.